So we have two sections. One is for job seekers, second is for job providers. And how many of are more interested to be a job provider than a job seeker? Instead of searching for a job, how many would like to set up your own business? Say yes or no. Good. So there are many people who want to be an employer instead of an employee. This is a good attitude. So job seekers never make a country grow. It's the job providers who make the country grow. Right? So the second section is about that. But as soon as you get into a business, your friends and family will start advising you, no, dude, never get into business. It's a huge risk. You will lose a lot of money and you will be in trouble. Your career will be gone. So the second session is about that. How to start a business with 100% success guarantee. So I have some tips for you, and these business tips are not for everyone, but if you follow these tips, you can start your business without failure. In this section, I don't have much slides with you, just 4 or 5 slides. It will be more discussion than presentation. Okay, but I have a slide. Just let me go through that. 1 minute. Let me open it. Now I am going to present the screen again. That means my face is going to disappear. Instead, you will see a slide in their screen. Are you able to see this slide? Please say yes or no in the chat box. Now it's getting loaded. Yes, good. So it's confirmed. Let me start it. How to start a business with 100% success guarantee. That's a topic. So the first question you should ask is, what is a business? What is a business? Is it a charity? Can somebody tell me in the chat box, what is a business? A simple definition. Most importantly, why do you want to do business? You can say that I want to make my country grow, but the fundamental reason, what do you want? Do you want fame, money? Make profit, exactly. Be my own boss. Okay, that's next thing. But if your company is not making money or profit, then you cannot be your own boss. Very soon you are going to be a slave of someone. And that's the main difference between business and a job. In a business, you are fulfilling your dream. Maybe you might have heard this before, but this is true. In a job, you are fulfilling someone else's job. And everything else is a business. Even the engineering college you are studying is a business. Nothing more than that. Anything that makes profit is a business. Good definition. Better than my definition. So I had defined it like business is an opportunity to make money. Okay, but your definition is better than this. An opportunity to make profit is a business, right? An opportunity to make money or profit is a business. But just make sure that this is a legal way. If it's an illegal way, you can call it a business. So before getting into the details of how to start a business with 100% success guarantee, I will tell my story. So 7 years back, I had lost my job. So I wanted to get into business. I had 2 business ideas. Land engineering was one of that. So at that time, we had 7 years back, we had the requirement of 3D animation because all the videos are 3D animated, and a voiceover artist because you need professional voice, video editing, even website development. The channel has a website, and script writing, many jobs. And 7 years back, we had only one employee, that was me, doing all these things. animation work, voiceover, editing. Even I did voiceover for my own videos for the first 4 or 5 months. Later I realized that my audio quality is horrible, my accent is not that good, so I had to switch that job to someone else. But at the beginning, for 4 to 5 months, I was doing all these 5 jobs alone. One employee, just me, and office rent is 0. Obviously salary I have to pay is also 0. Means the investment is, money wise is 0. It's all about your effort. So I started the business this way. I invested 0 money. It was all my effort, working almost 12 hours or 14 hours every day and doing all the jobs myself. Now you may be wondering, this is not the way many businesses are started in India nowadays, right? As soon as you get a business idea, you look for venture capitalist or angel investors. You go for presentation and you convince them, and they invest huge amount of money in your business. And maybe your business somehow succeeded. I'm not saying it has, but many fails. Almost 90% of our venture capital business fail. What could be the reason? So this is the way I started business 7 years back. 0 money investment. You're investing only your efforts. And now the current trend is that you don't do anything. You just have the idea, and money is invested by someone else, and using that money you employ maybe 10 to or 30 people for your business, and many of them fails. If you check the statistics, 90% of your new businesses are a failure. What could be the reason? Please tell me in the chat box. The main reason for, so you had a very good idea, right? But the business failed. You can type in chat box. The main reason for current new business failure. No idea? Lack of experience. Very close, very close. True. Abhinav's answer is very close. Maybe the right answer. Okay. Absence of plan. But you have great plans at the beginning. You make a very detailed plan for next 10 years. You have brainstorming session with the angel investors. They convince you. You convince them. Overconfidence. Overconfidence is good for business. It's not bad. But don't lose your money or your time with overconfidence. Lack of skill or expertise. Gobi has again given a very close answer. So all these answers can be right, but why the current business is failing in India, the new businesses, what you call startups are failing in India, is because of the inexperience of the founders. Let's take my own scenario. You can stop typing. So we have got many responses, good responses. So this was a story 7 years back. So why I did like this, because I didn't want to put any money into my business. I didn't want to take any risk, and mostly I didn't have any money in my hand. So that was the only reason I did all the jobs myself. Now we have 9 employees and office rent is 34,000. 9 employees salary means maybe it will come around 4 to 5 lakhs. That's the condition now. So 7 years back I decided to do all the jobs myself because of my financial condition. But as a blessing in disguise, that also helped me to learn a lot of works. I learned 3D animation work. I learned what is the pain of a voiceover work, what are the qualities of a good voiceover recording, and what is video editing, what is web development, how to write a good script. All these things I learned. I did some mistakes initially, but I corrected it, I learned it. So now I know all these jobs really well. And slowly I started replacing each of my job with a new employee. Initially, I replaced the 3D animation work I did with 2 new employees. So as soon as they joined, I had no issue in assigning work to them, because I know what's the work, I know how to get it done, because I know the job really well. I know every details of a 3D animation job. So when they say some excuse, that won't work on me. It won't buy. I can tell you the next step, how to proceed. So your employees always want excuses. They always want to reduce their work. They always want to leave home early. They always want to maybe slightly relax in office. So if you don't know anything about these details of this work, your employees will say some technical jargons, technical terms that you won't understand, and they will say some excuse. That excuse can be a lie, and you won't be able to understand that lie, and your work will get delayed, or the work will go to a low quality mode. But if you are doing all the work yourself, and you start replacing each of the work with one new employee, you know how to get the work done better than the new employee. So there is no chance of what you call laziness in your office. Your office is going to be highly productive. Office or your business site is going to be highly productive. No excuses won't work on you. And why the current new startups are failing? Because these youngsters, they have good ideas in their mind. They are genius people, new ideas, new visions, but they haven't actually experienced the actual work. They got a huge investment from the angel investor, and they recruited 20 employees, and they have only a vague idea about the work, how to do it. And when their employees have some excuses with some technical terms, they think it's right. We won't be able to do that. This work will be delayed, and that's why the productivity goes down drastically. The work gets delayed. The whole office culture goes to lazy mode. That's the reason. Is it clear so far? Please tell me yes or no. Yes. So I hope my audio is clear. And my company is not the only company who follow this pattern. I am not the inventor of this methodology. There are a few more examples. Sony, Google, PayPal. Sony was started by a single man called Akio Morita after World War II. He started everything himself, and he knows everything about the work. And slowly he started recruiting people for reducing his job load. That's why he became a company. So there was no chance of failure. Next is Google. Google was a PhD thesis of Larry Page and Sergey Brin. And it is their own brainchild. They were the programmers. They made everything themselves, and they were just replacing their work with one new employee every day. And after it was getting established, it went to an exponential growth. But the beginning was like that. The start was from zero investment. Next is PayPal. Elon Musk was doing the programming day and night. So Elon Musk and his brother started X.com, previously PayPal. So they have only one computer in their hand, and both had to work. So if Elon was working on daytime, when Elon sleeps, his brother will get up and he will work in night time. That's the way they established X.com, a financial transaction website. Later it converted to become PayPal, and currently PayPal business empire. So there are many other companies like that, but all the companies are not following this pattern. But this is a 100% success guarantee platform. I can guarantee that. So I'll stop my presentation. So as I mentioned earlier, businesses use different models to build their empire. And the method I discussed is one of the method. It's a very slow method. It will take 3 or 4 years to get established. But I can guarantee you that you won't fail. If you have a good idea, you are sure that from that idea there is a chance of making profit or money. And if you do all the work yourself for the beginning, at least for first 1 year, you are not going to fail. Because you have invested no money, what you are investing is only your skill. And you are increasing your skill day by day, and whatever money you are getting, if you are the only employee, it's a profit for you. Am I right? You didn't recruit anyone, you didn't hire an office space, you are working from your home, you are working day and night. In that situation, whatever money your business is making is your profit, because there is no salary to pay, there is no rent to pay. When your profit crosses a certain limit, you can start replacing each of your job with one new employee. Am I making sense? Please say yes or no. Yes. This way, it's a very simple model. You can guarantee that your business is not going to fail. It's going to be 100% success. But always remember, the definition of the business is an opportunity to make money. So the idea you are having should have an opportunity to make money. If you have some idea but it has no opportunity to make money, then there's no point. But most of the ideas you are having, for example, YouTube. So I didn't know YouTube has such a huge amount of money in YouTube business. I just start as a part-time revenue. Many of the time you may see some amount of money in your particular business idea, but when you explore it, you will see that the amount of money is 100 times what you initially imagined. That happens most of the time. So money part is not a big issue. Most of the ideas have money inside that. And the initial money you guessed may be a small fraction of the actual money which is hidden inside. So if you have a business idea and if you want to start a business model, if you want to follow a business model, which one do you follow? The angel investor business model or this humble business model? So I will give 1 to angel investor, 2 to humble business model. Type 1 or 2. It's your choice. So you can accept or reject my opinions. This is my own experience, my own opinion. So most of you want to follow the simple model. You are the boss, you are the employee, that model. Good. But remember, for the very first year you have to work very hard. Maybe 14 hours every day. Because you have a lot of work to do and you are the only one. So there is no way you have to work extra time. But in 1 year everything is going to be alright. In 1 year people will start replacing your work. And you can be free of overloaded work, you'll be free of burdens. Okay, that's clear. And after these 2 sections, I think some of you have attended both the sections. How to get your dream job, and second session, how to start your dream, how to build a successful business. So, in which stream do you want to go? Do you want to get a job or do you want to start a business? 1 for job, 2 for business. Please type. So many of you want to start a business. Good. In fact, from my own experience, starting a business is easier than getting a job. Because job suggestion, you know, for a single application they get around 2,000 resumes. And breaking that barrier, the struggle, the mental strain is horrible. But no need to lose your faith. If you are confident, if you have the business skills, you have a good idea, then go for business. And always follow this simple, humble business model. There is no chance of failure. It's always better to build some experience. That's right, Mr. Rohan. But what happens, we human beings are always not lazy, what I can say, get settled people. We humans always want to get settled. So suppose you have a dream of starting a business, but to gain the experience you join a firm, you do some job. After 1 or 2 years of working there, you may feel that, why do you want to start a business now? Everything is going good now, my salary is good, my salary is increasing, and my family background is getting better now. Let's continue like this. That will happen. But if you have the fire in your mind, that's very crucial. If you don't have the fire, if you don't have the confidence, and if you are a person believing that pretending ignorance is humbleness, then business is not for you. You should have the fire. You should have that capability to work 14 hours or 15 hours every day. Then only go for business. It's going to be a huge success, and money you make from business will be 10 times more than your regular job money. That will happen in 1 or 2 years. Okay, now last question. How many of you liked this section? 1 for yes, if you liked it. 2 for no, not liked it. Cool.